Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
In the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful. From name to reality in prayer. The difference between name and named one. When a believer prays, he or she often clings to the ism, the name, the word, the sound. For example, when one recites Ya Allah, or Ya Rab, Ya Rahman, the lips and tongue are active, but the heart may remain at the level of names. It is like someone holding a sealed envelope with a precious letter inside, but never opening it. The name has value, but without access to the Musamma, the reality behind the name, the prayer risks remaining a form rather than a living connection. By contrast, when the Imam prays, his prayer does not stop at the surface level of words. His prayer reaches the Musamma, the reality. Why? Because the Imam himself is the bearer of the Ismi Azam, the supreme name. His heart is united with the universal intellect and universal soul. His blessed tongue is not only uttering words, but channeling the reality of those words. In his prayer, Ya Rab is not just a command for help, but a direct address to the Musamma, the true Rab, the living divine essence as it manifests through the cosmic order. Water as symbol of name, ism, and named one, Musamma, the difference between word and reality. Think of two people calling for water. One says water, water while standing in a desert with no source. The other says water while holding a vessel filled from a flowing spring. Both use the same word, but the difference lies in access. The first clings to the ism. The second possesses the Musamma. In the same way, the believer prays with names while the Imam prays with the reality those names signify. This is why the Qur'an gives such weight to the intercession of the Prophet. Qur'an 9:103, 47, 19. His prayer carries blessing, Barakah, because it is not empty sound. It is the channel through which divine mercy flows to creation. Verse 33:43 affirms this. He it is who sends blessings upon you and his angels too, that he may bring you forth from darkness into light. God sends blessings through his chosen servant. The Prophet and Imam are the living medium of that light. Their prayer is not mere request. It is transmission. The Qur'an, as the speaking soul, the hidden reality of divine revelation. Thus, the Qur'an itself is a silent book, composed of words and letters. But in reality, the Qur'an has a soul, a living, speaking soul, that cannot be confined to paper and ink. This is why the Prophet said, everything has a heart, and the heart of the Qur'an is Yasin 36:12. In this title is mentioned the treasure of treasures, and we have encompassed everything in the manifest Imam. That is, God enfolds the universe in the living and present Imam, and also unfolds it from him. In the same way, everything has a soul, and the soul of the Qur'an is the manifest guide of the time, the one who reveals its inner reality. Without this living soul, the Qur'an remains a sealed chest. But with the guidance of the Imam, the Qur'an speaks, breathes, and directs. It becomes not merely recited words, but a living reality that nourishes the intellect and soul. This is why reflection is emphasized, not just on the verses but on the source of light that unveils their hidden meaning and brings them to life within us. The silent book and the speaking Qur'an, from written word to living light. If the Qur'an were only a written book, then its light would be limited to paper, ink, and the eyes of the reader. But God did not reveal it to remain silent. The Qur'an itself points to this truth. 23. 62 that there is a speaking Qur'an, Kitabun Yantiku, the guide who embodies its reality, who interprets its mysteries, and who reveals its inner life. The written Qur'an is like the body, while the Imam of the time is its soul. Without the soul, the body cannot move, speak, or bring life. But with the soul, every verse breathes, every word glows, and every sign points beyond itself. The Qur'an calls upon humanity, not just to read, but to understand, to reflect, and to find the one who brings it to life. For the Qur'an without the guide is silent, but with him, it becomes a living light for the world, physically, spiritually, and intellectually. From names to reality, the living connection of prayer. When we look back at what has been revealed, a truth emerges. Prayer without recognition risks remaining at the level of names, sounds, and forms. One may say, Ya Allah, with lips, but without entering the Musamma, the reality behind the name. The prayer may not open its deepest treasure. This is why the Prophet and Imam stand as living bridges. Their prayer touches the source, the Ismi Azam, the supreme name. It is like water flowing directly from the hidden spring into the vessel of creation. Through them, divine mercy descends and Barakah spreads. The believer who recognizes this is no longer just repeating sounds, but is connecting with the embodied light. This reflection teaches us that prayer, when joined with rifah, recognition, is not repetition but transmission, not mere sound, but substance. It is the living link between heaven and earth, through which the soul finds true nourishment. The Qur'an teaches that true blindness is not of the eyes, but of the heart. Those who fail to follow the true guide lose their inner sight, the intellect that perceives divine reality, and thus remain blind both in this world and in the hereafter. Quran 17:72. God asks, are the blind and the seeing equal? Are darkness and light the same? Quran 13:16. This reminds us that, while most live in spiritual darkness, only a few, the true believers, see with the inner eye of recognition, with the knowledge of certainty. Quran 102:5. It is through this inner vision that one beholds divine light and attains true guidance. Every prayer begins with a name, but only recognition opens the gate of reality. Let your next step reveal the key to paradise. Subscribe and click the bell icon to continue your journey into the light in the next reflection. The Prayer and Blessings, the Gate and the Key to Paradise, Part 7.